guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I hope you'll stick around and see our homeschool journey. My name is Jamie and I'm a homeschool mama of 3 boys. They are 7, 6, and 17 months old. I'm a former public school educator and I taught grades kindergarten, 2nd, and 3rd before I decided to stay home and teach my kiddos. In today's video, I want to share with you what I'm going to be doing for next week for school, and it will be August the 24th through the 28th. So I'm just going to give you a peek at some of the different resources that I'll be using and some of the things that we'll be doing. So here is an example of my plans, and this is in my Happy Planner. I just took them out so that you could see them. So I have my reading lessons here. This is for both of my boys. This is my 6-year-olds, and this is my 7-year-olds curriculum for reading. And then I have their math over here. I have child school, which I have not completely finished yet. I'm going to do something with trucks, and I've done a little bit less every week with my tot school because right now I just am trying to get my boys back in the rhythm of homeschool. But I do know that I'm doing trucks this week, and I do have some truck read alouds that I have pulled out. I just have to plug them in and then continue to look for some little activities. And then over here I have our loop 1 and loop 2. We do 2 loop subjects every day. Sundays we can fit more than 2 in depending on the time, but for the most part we can get 2 done a day. And you'll see that on some days we don't have loop, and there's a reason for that. We have like extracurricular activities. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to walk you through what I'm going to be doing for reading this week. So for reading this week, I'm going to be focusing on the book Edward the Emu, and I'm also going to be focusing on Edwina the Emu, and I'm also going to have a nonfiction text called All About Emus. So these will be our read alouds for the week. But on Monday I will be starting with this book, Edward the Emu. I'll do an introduction to the book. I have a prediction poster that I will show my kids. See if I can find it. And this is all from Rooted in Rest, and I can leave her link down below. This is the prediction poster that I will show the kids. And then after that, we will do a journal response in their journals, and I will also have an anchor chart. So here is the prediction thing. They'll fill this out on Monday. And we'll also on Monday do a little like grammar, I guess, or something. So we have our mentor sentence from our book, and then on Monday we'll do the first part, which says, where did Edward run to? Why did he run? And they'll write it in there. And this is like a daily activity. So that is on Monday. On Tuesday, we will review this poster. I'll introduce the next poster to them, which looks like this. And then I'll also reread the book, and they'll do a new journal response today, which is Edward the Emu, and they'll fill this part out. And we'll also do the little comprehension check on the questions for that book. On Wednesday, we will do a prediction about Edwina. So that's her book, and we're going to read that one on YouTube. And they also have an informational passage that we'll do together. So this is the part where they'll do Edwina. And then this is the part where they'll do Edwina the Emu, and then this is the passage that we'll do together, and they have little videos. My kids really like these nonfiction passages. And then on the next day, which is Thursday, I'll read this to them, Excellent Emus. After I read that to them, we will do another anchor chart about facts about emus, and then they will fill out a drawing about emus right here. And all I have is this little drawing page right here, and I'll have them write a fact around it. So they'll get to practice drawing, and then they'll get to write facts that they learned from the story. And then on Friday, we'll actually do a craft that goes along with the story, which looks like this. It is special being me. I'm exactly who I want to be. they will color this, and then they will do a little about me activity. So that is all that they'll do for our reading together. So then for their actual skills, their writing for this week is exactly the same every day, and I will show that to you really quick. So this week in writing, oops, I just found something else, sorry. So in, with this curriculum, with the Rooted in Reading, they also have little discussion questions. So I will ask my boys these discussion questions as well. So in writing, we will be using Rooted in Reading again, and this week we're going to be focusing on sentences. So the first day I will introduce this on Monday. And then they're going to do a little sentence activity. That looks like this. Edward's zoo friends. So they're going to make a sentence about each one of the friends that was introduced in our reading story. On Tuesday, they're going to do a little activity where it says if it's correct or incorrect sentences, and I have a little video that they're going to watch on sentences as well. But here are the sentences. They cut them up, and they say if they're correct or an incorrect sentence. On Wednesday, I'm actually going to put this in here. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to glue it in right here. And what they'll do for this is they'll do a sentence search. So what they'll do is I have cards, and I left them over there in the pocket chart, but I have these little cards, and I'm going to put them all around the room. I'll tape them up around the room, and the kids will say if they have a capital or punctuation. If they're missing that, then they'll write no. So they'll either write yes or no if it has the capitalization and punctuation. And that paper will go here. This will be the Edwin drawing that I was just talking about. Oh, there's the 3 facts. So that would be the Edward drawing, his 3 facts. And then on Thursday, they're going to do this activity. And again, we will glue it into our notebooks. Just wherever we have a spot, we'll probably go this way and glue it into our notebook. And what it will be is they have to create a sentence. So they'll have to cut this out and say Edward is an emu, period. And then they'll have to draw a picture to go with that sentence. And we will glue those in. So that is Thursday. And then on Friday, they're going to do this little book. And it says words to use. You create a sentence with these words, and then you draw a picture of it. So that is their writing for the week. The whole week we are working on sentences. And then this whole week too for phonics, both of them are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to take this phonics assessment. I found this on Teachers Pay Teachers. I kind of know where my kindergartner is. I kind of know where my first grader is and where he left off in kindergarten, and he needs to start exactly there for first grade. I already started phonics with him last week, and he did really good, but then I thought I really wanted to have one of these on file for him at the beginning of the year so I can see how he progresses throughout the year, and I'll give it again to him in the middle of the year and the end of the year. And my second grader, I really don't know where he's at with his phonics because he finished his phonics curriculum last year in first grade, but I want to make sure that he knows it all and remembers it all. So I'm giving them both this phonics assessment next week. Monday we will do page 1, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. And pretty much all they have to do is read the words to me, and it lets me know which skill they are struggling with. Going off of this assessment, I'll know exactly where to start them next week on their actual phonics lessons. So the next thing for both my boys is spelling and reading. So for reading, they get to pick a text to read to me. My 7-year-old wants to read the Magic Treehouse. He's really into these right now. So he's going to read this, and he'll just read a chapter a day to me for this entire week. My 6-year-old will be doing leveled readers that are from Reading A to Z. I purchased that. We actually use Raz Plus, which is the same thing, but he will be doing leveled readers on that, and he will bring his tablet to me, or I can print them off, and he will read with me. And also for that, he has a little, they both have a head sprout activity, which is a computer activity. It's games, but teaches them phonics and reading skills, and they will do that at least twice a week, just whenever I can fit it in the time. So that's everything for that. So in math, I'm going to show you what they're going to do for math. So I'm going to show you their math and their spelling. So this is my first grader. I'll show you both of his first. So in spelling, we do spectrum spelling, and we're just mainly working through this workbook. And right now his is a practice of letters and letter sounds. So he'll do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And he has been asking to do more than one sheet a day, and if he does want to do more than one sheet a day, then he can do 2 or whatever, and then at the end of the week, for next week, I'll just see wherever we're at, and I'll start it from there. My first graders. Math, we do a lesson a day, and we use Zern right now. We also use A+ Math as a supplement. So for Zern this week, he will do lesson 9 on Monday, 10 on Tuesday, 11 on Wednesday, 12 on Thursday, and then you can see there's no 13 in here. So that day he will do A+ Math. On Friday he will do A+ Math. Now you'll see my second graders spelling and math. So for his spelling, he actually has spelling words every week. And these are his words for this week. They're short O. So on Monday he'll do this, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday he takes a spelling test. And then for his math, on Monday he'll do measurement, lesson 2. Tuesday he'll do lesson 3, measurement. Thursday he'll do lesson 4, measurement. And then Friday he will do Thursday he'll do lesson 5, and then Friday he'll do lesson 6 and measurement. So that is all of their individual subjects. What I'll go into now is our loop schedule and what I have planned for loop for the week. So in science for the week, I am going to read them the next chapter in our Sassafras Twins, or the next section, which is called Here We Come, Ethiopia, the Surprising Skull. So we're going to be going to learn about bones, and we're going to mainly be focusing on the skull this week. So this is my main read. I've added in some supplement text. In our big book of the body from my Usborne haul, which you can see some videos of Alma Usborne, we will do this page right here, which talks about bones. And this book is really cool. It folds way far out. In my other Usborne book, The Human Body, A Shine a Light book, we will be doing the page that talks about bones again. And this one's really cool because you put a flashlight behind it and you will see their skeletal systems. We will be reading 100 Things to Know About the Human Body. I have 2 pages marked. I'll read them here. This is number 18, You're Taller in the Morning, and it talks all about bones. And I'll read on this one, A Hole in Your Head Cures Madness, They Say, and it talks all about your skull. I also will pull out our encyclopedia and do the pages that it has like recommended pages for the skeletal system and bones. So we'll go ahead and do that in our book. So for science, a lot of it is reading, but I will show you some other activities they will do as well. So this is my son's main notebook for all of our loop stuff. So what we'll do is they'll have this coloring sheet as I read to them. It's the Ethiopian color sheet. And then we will fill out, they'll have this little coloring sheet where we talk about bones. And then they can work on this page, and this page, and we'll work on this page. So it's just different little things that we'll work on. So that is what we are doing for science. Now I'll show you what we're doing for nature, which for this week it's just read aloud. So we're going to read chapter 8, Heroes of the Environment. We're going to read chapter 1 of Tarantula in My Purse and Other Wild Pets. And then we will pick a page out of here to do in our nature journal. And we will go outside and we will just talk about something in the book. I know the kids are really excited about some leaves that they found today on our hike. So we might like try to walk around the neighborhood and where'd that leaf? and glue some leaves in that we can find. Well, no, I can't find it. Oh, and talk about that. I'm not sure exactly what page we'll do out of here, but I just like them to be able to journal something that we do outside in nature. So that's those. Okay, and now I'll show you art and history. So in art, we'll read our next pages in this book. And we're going to do this page in this book, and we'll just study this and talk about this. And then in art as well, we have been studying Da Vinci. And we have been filling these out. So what we'll do is we'll talk some more about him, and we'll do that here. And we'll also talk about his first painting, The Potato Eaters. They'll glue it in here, a picture of it, and then they will tell us a little information about it. And I can read some more in our Vincent van Gogh book. History, what we're doing is we have been reading about where are the Great Pyramids. We are in chapter, I want to say like 6 or 7. Hold on. We're in chapter 6, Building for the Ages. So we'll read chapter 6. And then over here, we have been doing ancient Egypt. We've been doing different little activities in here that I have printed off, and we have been working on a gallery of rulers. So we'll continue to work on our little book of gallery of rulers. So in music, we'll be doing lesson 3. We have been learning about Bach. What we do here is we just listen to part of his music. We talk about what instruments we hear, and then I read them a little bit in the book. And I forgot to bring that over here, but it's the Greatest Artist book that goes with the curriculum. We don't have a second loop that day because we have a book club that's virtual, that's hosted through our library, that I will do that day. And then on Friday, we're going to do geography and Spanish. In geography, we are going to finish reading Who Was Betsy Ross. They really like this book. They asked me to read like 3 chapters to them the other day. So we have chapter 5 we'll probably read, and we'll probably read chapter 6. Depending, they might want me just to go ahead and finish it. I'm not sure. But I know we'll read in this. And then in our Spanish, we're learning numbers. So we'll do our next page in our workbook, which is numbers to 10. And we'll do a few things with numbers to 10 in the workbook. We normally do 2 pages a day. And then we'll also look at this book. We just got this book. It's a Usborne Internet linked book. So I really like it. And it's just your first 1,000 words in Spanish. And I just thought I could kind of just show them. So here's the number 1. I would show them this. And then, like I said, it's internet linked. So it says it's internet linked, which means at the beginning they will have a website, and I'll click on that website and I'll put in the page number, and it has some internet resources to go along with it. And then I also found a YouTube song that we'll work on. And that finishes up our week. If you like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more YouTube videos. Thank you so much for watching.